Okay, so as we get started, I am Lindsay Andrus, a grant coordinator here at CJC. And as a reminder, this is a public meeting. The materials and the recording will be posted on the website. And the chat feature has been disabled so that we're able to capture all discussions for public record. So as we begin, I just want to start with a roll call so we can get that on public record. Sheriff Morrissey O'Donnell.
Present.
Thank you. Peter Clem.
Present.
Jeff House. Jen Fraga. Roy Moore. Dr. Chisholm.
Present.
Thank you, Dr. Chisholm. Jess Marks.
Here.
Thank you, Jess. Good afternoon. Aaron Borla.
Present.
Thank you, Aaron. Lori Palmer. Councilman Vince Jones-Dixon.
Present. Thank you.
Thank you. Shannon Seville.
Here.
Hi, Shannon. Thank you. Representative Lisa Reynolds. Representative Court Boyce. Kimberly Rose.
Present.
Hi, Kimberly. Thank you. Senator Salmon.
Present.
Dr. Carlson.
Present.
Thank you, Dr. Carlson. Jessica Pratt.
Present.
Thank you, Jessica. Chief Womack. And Judge Collins.
Present. Thank you.
Jenny, are we at quorum?
Hang on, let me finish counting real quick.
Sure.
So we've got 11 folks here today.
Okay.
It looks like we need 12 for quorum.
Yes, we do. We will continue and then we can take another count if you or Kara will monitor who comes in and out of the meeting to make sure we have quorum, please. Today's agenda, we will have public comment first, followed by voting for the advisory board chair, and lastly, the vote for funding prioritization for SCIP 2024. So now is the time for public comment. Any member of the public that wants to speak, if you would raise your hand using the Microsoft Teams button or unmute. Please keep comments 1 to 2 minutes max. And as a friendly reminder, we are not able to answer questions, so please keep your comments to statements only. And I think we actually have 12.
We do, Lindsay.
Okay.
Sorry, I was just going to say I recounted and we do actually have 12. So my apologies for that.
Awesome. No, that is okay. Okay, so I don't see any hands raised or anyone that needs to give public comment. So we will move on to our first vote. Previously at the September SCIP Advisory Board meeting, we discussed that based on feedback from BJA that there is a need for an advisory board chair to help facilitate the advisory board communication to BJA. And nothing would change with the SCIP advisory board in regard to the advisory board all having an equal vote and an equal voice. And while the chair will serve in the capacity of a signature designee that will just speak on behalf of the board and the decisions made by the board. So in the September meeting, Peter Clem was nominated and a vote was taken, but due to not having quorum, we will have to take another vote today. And I wanted to confirm first that we have quorum, which Janie just did. Thank you. And so to begin this process of voting for Peter as advisory board chair, I will need a nomination and then a second to that nomination. So I would ask if there was a motion for a nomination for Peter as advisory board chair.
Lindsay, this is Kimberly Rose. I'll make the motion to nominate Peter as the advisory board chair.
Thank you. Is there a second?
I can second it. Sarah Collins.
Thank you, Judge Collins. Okay, so we'll start with the roll call for the vote. Sheriff Morrissey O'Donnell.
I vote yes.
Thank you. Peter.
Yes.
Okay. Jen Fraga. Jeff Howells. Roy Moore. Dr. Chisholm.
I vote yes.
Jess Marks.
Sorry, I was muted. I also vote yes.
Thank you. Aaron Borla.
Yes.
Lori Palmer. Councilman Vince.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Shannon.
Yes.
Representative Reynolds. Representative Boyce. Kimberly Rose.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Senator Solomon.
Yes.
Dr. Carlson.
Yes.
Jessica Pratt.
Aye.
Chief Womack. And Judge Collins.
Yes.
Okay, thank you all. So it passes. We'll move on to the next vote. The last vote that we are taking today is regarding the SCIP 24 funding priorities. Previously, we discussed the CJC staff recommendation, and that is considering where we are with SCIP 22, that it may be best to maintain the same priorities for SCIP 24 so that we can focus our efforts on developing the grant program on these two areas and distributing the money with one solicitation and with the combined funds of 4.5 million. So there was a vote previously taken in the September meeting, and per the last vote too, we didn't have quorum. So I wanted to ask if there was a motion to accept the priorities as shown for SCIP 24.
I would make that motion. This is Peter Clem.
Thank you, Peter. Is there a second motion for that?
This is Kathleen Carlson.
This is Laura Chisholm. I second.
Thank you both. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and roll call the vote. Sheriff Morrissey O'Donnell.
Yes.
Peter Clem.
Yes.
Jeff Howells. Jen Fraga. Roy Moore. Dr. Chisholm.
Yes.
Jess Marks.
Yes.
Aaron Borla.
Yes.
Lori Palmer. Councilman Vince.
Yes.
Shannon Seville.
Yes.
Representative Reynolds. Representative Boyce. Kimberly Rose.
Yes.
Senator Solomon.
Yes.
Dr. Carlson.
Yes.
Jessica Pratt.
Yes.
Chief Womack. And Judge Collins.
Yes.
And so it passes. Thank you all for your time and your efforts. I will be in touch with a poll regarding the best day of the week. and time of the day to meet going forward. Ideally, the meetings would be 90 minutes once a quarter, but while we are still in the process of getting the program up and running, we may need to meet more frequently. So I should be sending that out within the next day or two. And if there's not any questions or any other topics of conversation, the meeting is concluded. And I thank you all for your time and your efforts for getting these votes in. Thank you.
Thank you. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks.